notice anything. Please be sure to report it.
I don't need to go?
Thank you.
Oh, up here.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
Proper supervision?
Proper supervision.
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose for which they were designed, our synths perform admirably. As you're about to see, however, they can become unpredictable when set loose. A rogue synth has taken over the raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
You know me to be right?
Why?
Those idealistic radicals who call themselves the Railroad are behind it. We'll deal with them in time. But right now, the priority is to reclaim that synth before more harm is done. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Right, so we need to go meet up with the courser. Okay. Oh, so it's over here where we've been before. Okay.
What the fuck is that?
Let's do this. What's up?
The hell? Critical shot. Let's go. Hey, stop shooting the Brotherhood! Stop! Stop! Stop!
I was hoping for a challenge. Yes, I
Stop shooting at the Brotherhood! I can't get involved if you've got... Idiots.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard.
Hi,
Just give
Shadow!
the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
So long as he doesn't start eyeing me up for reclamation, it would probably be good to have another gun on our side.
Still with me?
Yeah, hold on.
What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B592 is holed up in the shack on top of the upended cargo ship. He's probably got his best fighters with him, so we should plan on heavy resistance.
Playing hide and seek?
Are you ready to go in?
Okay, I'll just be the top on this robot. Die. That one of them? Right, we'll continue toward the him in a minute. Shadow, there's a new feature for you to use. So, I'm just going to show Shadow this. So, Shadow, if you have anything called bit to the diamond thing, you can do things like this. Hold on. Please get here. There you go. Okay, I didn't know. But you can... I've now got figures. It's the little, love heart on the right side of my stream window.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
What do we know about
Synth.
this synth, Gabriel?
Designation B592 is holed up in the shack on top of the upended cargo ship. He's probably got his best fighters with him, so we should plan on heavy resistance. So, are you ready to go in?
Let's
All
go.
right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir.
What weapons have we got to use? Reload dead. Oh, I want all your ammo.
My orders are to help you capture the synth in the battalion. I'll be waiting there when you're ready. My orders are to help you capture the synth in the battalion. I'll be waiting there when you're ready.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Do not fall in water. You die already. Super Mario, come on, me something to the standstill, like a super sledge. Oh, that was Nick. Right, who's next? Why am I glitching everywhere? Can you die? Can you die? Oh, it's a lift. Push.
Better make your peace.
Hello, eyes.
Damn it, I need covering fire.
Why did I get a super sledge a lot early in the game? Do you not know? Who do you think you are? They're going to your head. Oh, I got a stim pack. Where do I go from here? Oh, maybe? We'll go up. Again?
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
Right, okay, what is it?
What is it?
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Reset what?
By reset his cognitive processes.
Put more simply, the recall code will render him unconscious, even while he's still standing.
That's all, sir. Ready when you are.
Well, okay, well, I just need to check one thing. Have I already collected this book? we just head back out a minute.
Figured it might be prettier from up.
Third or fourth floor. A chair overlooking the water.
Hell yeah.
Ah, no, I didn't get that one. Oh, don't you dare make me fall off this into the water.
Well done. By your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, made it to the top. Here's the influence, so we got some resources. Stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs.
How much plunder have you got?
Ah, so you are here, police then.
What are you doing, boss? We can take these guys.
Keep your mouth shut! I know what I'm doing! We got a modest little stash. I'll tell you what. I'll give it to you. Freely, if you walk away afterwards. What do you say? Grab your word.
And if I refuse?
You must be out of your damn mind.
That's the way you want it? Then let's finish this!
There you fucking throw it.
Oh, there's another one.
Nice work, sir. I'll take the synth back. This is X680. Ready to receive the reclaimed synth E592.
Wait, did he just disappear with him? Oh, well, thanks for leaving me, mate. Right, so where are we going? I'm guessing back to the Institute.
Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon.
I look way too big for this place.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be.
Why do you care what happens on the surface? You're in your own world down here.
Because there are forces on the surface that could pose a threat to us, and only a fool ignores a possible threat. We might diminish that danger by correcting the false perception that we intend some great harm to mankind. But enough about that. The task is done. And you've returned our synth safely to us. I couldn't have hoped for a better outcome. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Hi Olivia, how are you? You've been gaming today? Personal headquarters.
today.
So how do I get up there? I'm gonna get this way. Nope, not that way. Up one more.
Your quarters are just inside, sir. When you're finished here, sir, my father wants to see you.
We the battle for Bunker Hill. What do you mean the battle for Bunker Hill?
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
Well, it's
Sounds
good
like
talk
those
to father.
rogues were quite a handful.
Wish Quentin would stop telling those stupid stories.
Ah. Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
Right, so he's called father and he's just called you. It's confusing because he's your son, but he's older and called the father. You're his father. It's so weird.
That's a loaded question. What's been stolen from you?
Institute property is not often taken from us. We cannot react lightly when it happens. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several, and they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
What happened?
I love it.
What have they done?
They are in possession of technology that does not belong to them. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened.
Is that
I'm
because I've
afraid
been
we've reached
helping
the
them
point
perhaps?
where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Where are the
Where's the
synths?
location?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill monument.
No,
But it's
I know where
important
they
that
are.
we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Is it just me, or will I have backup?
A Corso will be waiting for you outside Bunker Hill. You'll have support should you need it, but we want to keep this small.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go warn the brother at the Railroad. The Railroad are nice.
Hey, Dez is looking for you.
I hope to God the Institute doesn't find us here.
Can I talk to you?
Something on your mind?
What
The
about Bunker
Institute
Hill?
knows about Bunker Hill. They're planning to recapture the synths there.
The timing couldn't be worse. The old man's been sitting on those 4 synths. There's nowhere else that's safe we could put them. Maintaining your cover is vital. But the sacrifice is just too great.
How
How
much
bad is
damage
it?
would it cause if we let them hit us?
We're running out of places to hide our synths. That's why we put so many eggs in one crowded basket to begin with. So what would we lose? 4 synths, Stockton, some of our best agents, and the inevitable civilian casualties? No, not this time. We've never known when and where the Institute would strike us next. But now we have a chance to turn the tables. We wait until the enemy is in position, then we hit them hard. No one they send out comes back alive except you. Understand?
Won't the Institute be suspicious if I'm the only one left?
You're a lot tougher than anyone else in their outfit. If only one person could survive, it would be you. And any story you come up with won't be contradicted. We can't attack too early. We need to draw them into the kill zone, and then spring the trap. You'll know when. You'll probably have a Courser escort. You'll have to take them down. You've done it before, but it'll still be dangerous.
Is all this really worth it?
We can't afford to sacrifice Stockton and the Synths. There's just too few of us left. And we can't relocate them without compromising your cover. It's a risk, but it's one we have to take. So get it done.
Desdemona.
Any news from the Institute?
Do you have any news?
We're starting to mobilize. Soon, when Z1 organizes his synths below, then we'll assault the Institute and free as many synths as we can.
Desdemona.
Any news from the Institute?
We'll just save it here a second.
Anything to report from the Institute?
Give me the details on the Institute assault.
Those details are still being ironed out. The biggest question is what to do to the Institute itself. Pam believes their destruction is absolutely necessary. But families live there, children. If we destroy them, we're going to evacuate more than just synths. But those that can't or won't evacuate would die. It's something each one of us must come to terms with.
Desdemona.
Any news from the Institute?
Z1's make weapons.
More synths. They're making weapons now.
That's great news. As soon as Z1's ready, let me know. It's all coming together.
Okay. Right, let's get out of here using the Alexia. Alright, open up here. And they're going to turn her. There's Bunker Hill.
I've been waiting for you.
So, what's our situation?
I assume you've been briefed? Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. Going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Okay. We killed the Colossaire. We needed to kill him.
You must be damage.
The hell? Where am I supposed to be going?
Son.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future.
What you mean? There's
The
people
only
living
hope for
here,
humanity
thriving.
lies below.
So why come out here?
To put things in perspective, I suppose. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
But why refreeze me?
As a failsafe, of course. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
You let me out?
You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. Soon, I hope. I hope you'll understand. Everything I've done has been for the future. A future which I hope is not in jeopardy after recent events. Bunker Hill did not go well for us. Would you care to explain what happened?
We were totally ambushed. They were waiting for us.
You can imagine that I find that very hard to believe, given that all the intelligence leading up to this indicated we'd taken them by surprise. Bunker Hill was to cement your place as a valuable asset to the Institute. It will now only raise suspicions. And to see the Brotherhood of Steel involved in this? They had no way of knowing what was going on. I will refrain from sharing the outcome with the Directorate for the moment. Things are already in motion that this would only derail. Speaking of which...
Yeah, I don't even know how the
it's time for you
move.
to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
Right, there must be. I'm curious if he came my head to teleport out, or is there a secret way into the Institute? There must be a way, because that door up there says Institute of Technology. Or they're literally all just teleports. Now I know there's another mutant up here.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
The middle of the safe here.
That's it.
I can't fast travel from this location. Just drop down Nothing can hurt me. Right, where are we going?
From what I hear, that rogue synth of the battalion is a real menace.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
What are you doing?
Let's get this directorate meeting over with before we speak further. It's important.
Unit X688 speaks highly of your combat skills.
Good, we're all here. I think it's time we begin.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects that require our attention. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. We're still monitoring the increased activity around Fort Independence, but there are no immediate signs we should be concerned. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good.
Well, at least the Brotherhood Railroad are all right.
Our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but, sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, given all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
What's Phase 3?
It's very important to us. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
What kind of compromises?
We have at times had to rely on drawing power from above-ground installations. It risks personnel and equipment, but no longer. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Wait, a
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements,
Yes, I know I'm
and
telling
are
you too much.
finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No,
what?
Serious.
Everyone, please, I'm sorry. This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
You're dying?
You're dying?
I'm afraid so. A very aggressive form of cancer. Believe me when I say we've done everything we can. We can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious.
Really?
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline, insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable.
Why do you want to make me leader?
This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
The Institute's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
What would it mean to be in charge?
Most divisions of the Institute are fairly autonomous, perfectly capable of functioning without intervention. Where those divisions interact, however, problems can arise. You'd lead the Directorate in setting policy, resolving disputes, and the like. There's no question that some of the Directorate, and the Institute at large, will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead, for all of us. But for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Oh. We've done all three of the quests I wanted to do. Okay, that was a bit quicker than I thought.